Good morning, sir. This is Rahul Mantri, 13 BC 0581, submitting the assignment of IDEA 2030 for India to Sivanesan, sir, for embedded systems. Basically, what I understand from embedded system is it is an system which is a computerized mechanism for manufacturing or for production line or for any system which might have a time constraint or might have to perform in real time operations. For example, like once you said in the class, why do we need a time constraint in real time embedded systems? Is that maybe if someone is launching a missile and then your missile detection system cannot process the information as fast as the missile is being received, and this will lead to the missile to attack the destination before your system could take any action. So in that case, the system will be called as a like the system is called as a failure. Right now, thinking about idea to 2030, I in the present scenario where right now our prime minister has demonetized the currency, and so that it can be more, which is a very good step according to me, because uh, he wants every all the resources in our country to be visible and more transparent, which can be done through basically embedded systems. Because if let's for example say that we convert the coal auction. Okay, before the coal auction by the government used to take place physically, and you had to book you had to to the auction place, and you had to physically bid, and then you could get your land allocated. And due to these processes, there was a lot of corruption going on, because if you give large sums of money into people's hand, and then in a country like India, there was problems like people taking large chunks of that money which was supposed to go directly to the government, uh, making it black money, illegal. So what I think digitalization of these systems, like recently introduced by a government, the coal auction now is being done online. So I think how that helps is, first of all, it gives everyone a fair chance to bid on it, and you do not have to be physically present, so you can do it with your own comfort. And then also it is very transparent now, so you can know how many allocations will be there, who was it allocated to, how much money did they pay, and then where is that money supposed to go. Before, when you used to do it physically, then there were problems, because people do not function as they are supposed to, as we want them to. People will deflect from their function, but an embedded system would not. When you file in an embedded when you file inputs in an embedded system, and we are making it available to the citizens of the country, then we can say that it's a fair opportunity given to everyone. And from the system, all the resources have been allocated to the system now, and the system is in charge of distributing the allocated resources to the citizens, whoever is willing to bid on it. Now this makes it very much easier and more transparent, and thus it saves a lot of currency for the country, because it doesn't go into the it doesn't go into people's hand which are not going to use it for the betterment of the country, which this money was initially intended for. Now, how I think India will be better using or India in 2030 will be better due to embedded systems is due to integration. Uh, i- right now, in embedded systems, we know that for development of the economy, embedded systems are required, because real-time embedded systems help in the production line, help in the manufacturing industry. And for any country to go to its full potential, we have to use our natural resources. We have to take them out carefully. We have to utilize them. We have to export or import whatever we have to do for the betterment of the GDP, for the betterment of the country. We have to make it work. And real-time embedded systems help a lot in these, because right now in India we've been using old technologies in a lot of places. For example, there's a place where in UP, natural perfumes are made and they're exported to more than 50 countries. But then at present also, the system used over there is a very old and it's been used for that same technique has been used for more than 5,000 years. But then in other countries like France and all, using better technologies, better systems, better integration, they don't even need that much manpower. They have better production, they have better products, they have better quality, and they'll be able to do it at a cheaper price than compared to the old systems. So I think embedded systems, not only in that example, but in every other industry, for example, mining or making products out of metals, anything, automobile industry. Right now, we see a lot of production lines in every industry because it makes it very easier for the industry to make more products more faster and more efficiently. Uh, Now, I would like to share an example of what Bill Gates said when he was asked about the demonetization of the currency in India. He said he has no particular opinions on it, but then he said that this was also done with the help of his foundation, Melinda Gates Foundation, in Kenya as well. Something similar to this. And whenever there is a digitalization, digital records of where the money flow is going, because what right now is happening is all the money which was in cash flow around the country is being circulated back into the banks, and the banks can then again triangulate that where all this money came from, who had it, where did they earn it from, how much of it is legal, how much of it is illegal, and then uh, certain actions can be taken against them, so that the money which was basically belonging to the country can come back to the country. Now, how this money will help is that when you see Make in India, so we are introducing more industries. So to introduce more industries, we'll need government's help. Government will need more capital to put into industries. How industries help the country's economy, we've all seen. We've all seen the green revolution, which happened long ago, and it changed the whole world. Right now in every country we've used a lot of industries. We've seen the Gulf going out of nothing just because it has oil. Because if you have commodity, if you have resources, and if you are able to utilize it, however you utilize it, and how efficiently you utilize it, that depends on you. So my idea for India 2030 is that we utilize all these resources to their fullest extent by using real-time modern embedded systems, which will help a lot for normal people uh, to make any product. Maybe it's a small business or a small startup, and they make products. But then if they introduce a system which is going to take care of the day-to-day production, which is going to take care of all the aspects of their business, just for and making it much easier for them, and making the production much more efficient and much more faster. This, I think, would help India. As to what I am saying, that how industries help the economy, I would like to show you an example. This was in today's newspaper. Mr. Anil Agarwal, he is the chairman of Vedanta Group. He's 62 years old, and he's been among the top industrialist in India in metal and power and mining industries. Now, in his interview, he was asked that what do you think? What are you doing for the Make in India and for the Digital India initiatives, which the government has also helped and initialized? So, in response to that, he said that there is a company which is third largest optical fiber manufacturer in the world. It's called the Sterlite Technologies, which is owned by Vedanta Group, and they're looking to expand these companies to grow more LCD panels for the TVs, and also to bring up a new semiconductor unit, which will be set up in Nagpur, Maharashtra, for about $10 million. So what I think, these investments in industries these investment in technologies, in modern technologies, will help the country steer forward with great potential, with